Welcome to the Athlete's Grind, presented to you by Five Star Athletics. I'm your host, Ray. We got another special guest with us here today, Pat Anderson Jr., running back, 24 recruit from Cardinal Gibbons High School. Pat, thank you so much for joining us. Greatly appreciate it. How you doing today?
Doing good, real good.
Good.
Everyone's straight.
Let's 24 recruits. We've already said your name, given the school that you've played at, but tell us a little bit more about yourself, something that you may want us to know.
I'm pretty chill. I really don't do too much. Been around football basically like my whole life. Been playing football for a long time. Um, I like watching Netflix, all that stuff. Really chill, really work hard, stuff like that.
Absolutely. And Pat, let's go over your measurables real quick. So, tell us, your size, your height, and then how much you weigh right now.
I'm about 180, 5'9" and a half. Senior, I should be like 5'10", 5'11", 185. So
Gotcha.
hopefully I can hit 6 foot.
That's a big running back, man. That's Eddie George, Derrick Henry type style right there. Okay, all right, I got you. I see what you're trying to do there. Okay, and so Pat, let's talk a little bit more about football and getting into it. At what age did you start playing football? Because you talk about playing football your whole life. What age did you start playing football?
Like 4 or 5.
Okay,
Pretty young, pretty young, about 4 or 5.
Okay, all right.
I think pretty sure 5 years old though. I started playing.
All right. Has it always been running back?
Yeah, I've always been running back. I also could play strong safety too. I played corner. Corner, all that. I also play a little quarterback too.
Okay.
So
all right.
I could
So
do
so
both sides.
what you trying to say? If we give you a halfback toss, you gonna be able to throw that thing? That's what you're saying?
I don't know if I got the arm strength, but I'll be able to do a read option at quarterback.
Okay,
I don't know
okay.
what I don't know passing.
All right. And so Pat, talk a little bit about, well, before we get more into the football, we know we can't do anything without academics, right? And so let me not overstep that. Tell us your GPA right now and then also your favorite subject.
My GPA is like a 3.4, 3.5 right now. My favorite subject is probably math. I like math. Math is my favorite subject.
As it is with a lot of you athletes, because y'all gonna be running it up, so
Yeah.
math is always a specialty. So we know you want to play college ball and hopefully one day, God willing, pro ball. But talk a little bit about your career goals after you hang up your cleats.
Probably just investing, investing money, real estate, something like that. To just get more money. Just invest my money to something smart.
Right.
I really want to do engineering, real estate, stuff like that.
Okay. All right. Definitely respect that. And then, we got a chance to look at some of your film, man. We're gonna talk more about it because you can run between the tackles, you can get on the outside, you can run people over, you can run from people. But before you hit that field, man, what are you listening to? What gets you? What music artists are you listening to? What's your favorite song?
Oh my, I like to listen to like old school rappers like Young Cheesy, Kodak. Uh, it's just a variety of like music like that. Uh, Fast, upbeat type of music. That's what I really listen to.
Right. All right. Okay. All right. And then what about your role models? Anybody that, any parents you're looking up to, anybody that you model your game after in the NFL or college or anything like that?
Yeah, for role model, my parents really, and role my NFL. I used to really try to imitate Leveon Bell a lot. I like his running style, his patient running style. So, and I really like him a lot.
Right. Now, I don't want you to leave out how Le'Veon Bell can catch the ball coming out the backfield because we saw that on some of your film too. So don't leave
Yeah, you could do that too.
that.
You do that too.
Absolutely. And if we ask your friends, Pat, your teammates, how would they describe you?
As a cool person to be around. Um, Really, I just like a fun person to be around, make a lot of jokes, have a fun and good time, positive energy positive energy only.
And you talked about having, starting your football career when you're 5 years old. Up to this point, because you're still young in your career, real young. But what is your favorite memory of athletics, of football to this point right now?
Winning the state championship last year. That was an amazing feeling. And when all the hard work you put, just win that ring at the end of the season.
Right.
Real good feeling.
Right, absolutely. And talk a little bit about your athletic goals coming into the season, and then how the season went for you from what you saw.
I actually exceeded my expectations, playing behind two seniors, really two good seniors. It's only so much you can do, but I really like exceeded what I think. I had like 7 touchdowns, I played really good. I had a really good team. Too bad we fell short at the end, but won't happen next year.
Right. And I want to get more into that, because you're talking about playing behind two seniors. One is, I believe, Moulton there, which is a really good running back within his own. And you guys got a stable of great running backs. You're a great running back yourself. But talk a little bit about the patience that it took to know, like, hey, man, if I go to any other squad, I can start. I can be, the star right now. But talk a little bit about what it took from you, your mental aspect, and say, you know what, I'm gonna wait my turn. I'm gonna still get my touches, but next year I'm gonna come out and explode. So what did it take from you to say, you know what, I'm gonna be humble. I get my carries now, but I'll explode later on next year.
Well, it's really between us three, it's really like a brotherhood, So we really like we really didn't care. We weren't like too selfish about who got this, who got that. As long as like one of us went off, or as long as we go off, So we already knew like the rotation. So
Right.
as long as we got the rotation going down and like we cool with it, we knew what was fun. If you make the most, you got to make the most of the opportunity. If you don't, then that's you. When you get the ball, you gotta make gotta do what you gotta do.
Right. And talking about doing what you got to do out there. So talk a little bit about, your running style. We talked about how you can run between the tackles in and outside. So, but what do you prefer? Like, what if we ask you what type of running back, or how would you describe your running style? How would you describe it?
I think I describe myself as more of like a patient back. I can run between the tackles real good. As soon as I see a crease, I go.
Right.
It's that's really my playing style. I can run outside the tackles too,
Right.
but in between the tackles where I like and the best and in space too,
Right.
catching the ball at the backfield, getting yards.
Right. And you leaving one part out, man. You running people over. So what is it? What is it about, if you see a defender, not only can you run away from them, but talk a little bit about, does it excite you running a linebacker or a cornerback over when they get in your way? Talk a little bit about that.
It definitely does. Running hard, knowing you just got real good yards, running someone over, running past somebody, shaking someone, getting extra yards. It really feels amazing doing that. And then getting up next play, try to do it right again, score next time.
Right.
Feels good.
Right. And you talk about Leveon Bell kind of patterning your game, similar running style, being patient and things of that nature. But, you also look like you're every down back. We watching film, you were able to, pick up some of the blitzes coming off the edge, right? You're able to catch the ball out of the backfield. We talked about running the ball between the tackles and also getting on the edge. But talk a little bit about your pride of being an every down back, and say, you know what, I can go downs 1 through 3, 1 through 4 if you need me.
Yeah, I definitely am with the every down back. I can do it all, to be honest. I got 0 drops for this year, so I can catch the ball pretty good out of the backfield. I have 0 fumbles too, so give me the ball, I'm not gonna fumble, not gonna put it on the ground. And also I could pick up at least 4 or 5 yards a carry. Sooner or later, that's gonna turn into 30, 20, 50 and touchdown.
Right. And I don't want to leave that out. Talk a little bit, go over some of your stats. I know you got them handy right there, but, tell us how you finished the year and how some of your stats are.
Got like 4 or 5 catches, I believe, for over 40 yards. 4.3 yards a carry, 200 yards, 7 touchdowns.
Nice, 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 nice. And you know, going into, going into next year, talk about some of the things that you're going to be working on in the off season to get better for the next upcoming season.
Mainly I'm just trying to get stronger and faster, especially faster. If I could just catch that outside and blue by the whole team, I'll make it so much more easier and get stronger too. So when I run in between the tackles, it's so much more easier to, like get those extra yards and fall forward once I'm like more stronger and faster. I can burst through the whole way faster through the tackles. I'm
Absolutely.
trying to work on that.
Mhm. Okay. All right. All right. And you talk about, it was a tough loss, going into the playoffs. You talked about winning the state championship last year. This year didn't end the way you guys wanted it. You still had a strong season, but talk about some of the team goals going into next year. What are you guys looking to do next year, next season?
Basically just win games and be heritage.
Mhm.
Just be heritage. That's what we gotta do today. Be heritage. Really the main goal. Be heritage.
Right, right, right,
Don't
right.
make it the state. First gotta be heritage.
Right, right. Now, we talked to one of your teammates, Colton, earlier this year, and he was talking about heritage too. Tell the people, man, what is it about heritage and Cardinal Gibbons that just you guys don't like each other? Talk a little bit about that.
It's just I mean, I don't really know like the history between, but just I just know like they disrespect us a lot. They come to our home field, step on our logo, and then when they beat you, it's an even worse feeling.
Mhm.
And when you know they're not a better team than you as well, it hurts. So it hurts. Like you can beat a team, and they're like it's just a bad feeling, just a very bad feeling.
Right.
Losing to a team you know you could beat, and it's a rivalry game.
Yes.
They get on our logo, disrespect us, take it to social media with it. It's bad, very
Right.
bad.
Right, 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 right. We're gonna put you on the spot. You guys face a lot of tough teams, including American Heritage. But talk a little bit about one of the best defenses that you've gone up against. Who was that defense, and how did it impact your game?
Best defense we played all year was the Mappa easily. It was the first game of the year, the BCAA tournament little thing. The Matha, that was a really good team. Film, we really think out there we that good, but they were good. They're from Maryland too, so they're real good. Total, they shut our run down. Definitely shut our run down.
Okay, all right, all right. And it's never too early to think about college, right? And so, we're gonna put you on the spot again. Are you looking for it's always a blessing to go play college ball on scholarship for anybody, right? But specifically, is there any teams, any schools that you would love to hear from in your recruitment process?
I mean, any school would be amazing to be honest, but I gotta work with what I got right now and see if I could lock in with FIU or something like that. But if anything comes, just gotta work with what you got. I hope you get the best, to be honest.
Absolutely, absolutely. And then also looking forward into those offers going forward, what is it going to take, or what are you going to be looking for in a college program to say, you know what, I'm looking to spend the next 3 to 4 years here at this college program? What's going to stand out to you in that college program to make that decision to go there?
Really just I mean, who really wants me the most, who I can get used by the most.
Mhm.
I know I still gotta work for it, but if I get the opportunities, then I know I could shine if I get opportunity. That's all I need is opportunity. That's it.
Absolutely,
That's what keep.
absolutely. And we're gonna put you on the spot again now. For the college coaches that are gonna be watching this, everybody, what are they gonna be getting from Pat Anderson Jr. if they were to recruit you?
Honestly, I'm getting a good back. I mean, got the size, got everything you need. Got the blocking, the running, the catching. Work hard. I mean, it's not much more I can really offer. Got the work ethic. Got basically everything.
And before we get you out of here, man, I definitely got to hit on because you're kind of a legacy. You know, your dad played running back, played football. He played fullback. I mean, you know, for Dillard High School, and he went on to play college ball as well. What, and then also he coaches at Cardinal Gibbons. I want to leave that out, right? Running backs coach at Cardinal Gibbons. So we definitely want to talk about that. But what have you learned from your dad to say, you know what, you know, this is how I play the game. This is how I go forward. And what has he taught you that, you know what, those skills have improved along the way? Talk a little bit about that relationship.
I mean, he taught me basically everything I know since I was little. You know, even my coach and my mentor for literally almost ever, to be honest. So him pushing me, my running backs too, Kamari and Torrance, they've been pushing me a lot ever since ever since they knew me.
Right.
They never been light on me ever. They never just let me slack off and they don't see nothing. Every time I slack off, they gonna see something. Right. Especially Hope, you know, he's going to Iowa, you know, but they've been pushing me a lot, especially with dad too, you know. So getting a lot of help from a mental point too. So I should be good this year. I should be good.
Absolutely. And before we get you out of here, one more question for you. You know, Pat, talk about, you know, we talked about you sharing that running back room and sharing touches with two other good backs. But, you know, talk a little bit about your mental state and how tough you are to say, you know what, you know, with any opportunity I'm given, I'm going to make the most of it. You know, talk about the person that you are that, you know, I want to eat. I'm hungry for it. How does that reside in you? And going forward, you know, how does that come out of you?
To be honest, I mean, like I said before, it's based off opportunity. You get your opportunity, then you just gotta make it do what it do. And I'm not selfish. So if somebody like goes off, then and they get more carries, I'm like, hey, they going off, they gotta get the carries, and we winning the game. So you know, but if I got the hot hand, if I'm like striking every play, you know, gotta keep me in there. So that's really it. Just gotta keep on feeding the hot hand, especially if I'm hot too.
Right. And we're gonna open up to you right now, Pat. You know, is there anybody that you want to thank? Any coaches, anything like that? Anything you want to say to college coaches? The floor is yours right now.
I would like to thank my running back coach, Coach Pat, Coach Hickson at FIU.
Yes.
For really like giving me a shot, you know. Hopefully he could see more in the spring. You know. So them two, my two other running backs probably won't see them as much no more since they're going off to college.
Right.
And yeah, that's it.
Absolutely. We're talking to Pat Anderson Jr., running back, 24 recruit from Cardinal Gibbons High School. Great running back, big running back, run between the tackles and run you over. Also, every down back coming out the backfield, catching the ball. Patterns game out after Leveon Bell. Pat, thank you so much for catching up with us. We look forward to seeing you play this year. Hopefully we can get out there. Hopefully Cardinal Gibbons and coach allows us to come out there and watch you sometime. Thank you so much for joining us. Look forward to a healthy season from you. And thank you, Pat. All the best.
Thank you too. You too. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Take care.